Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The chairman of Economic and Financial Crime Commission had claimed today that he has been receiving death threats from very high-profile Nigerians and was talking about corruption, fighting back anytime it has been, discovered. Now, this is as a result of some very serious cases that he is currently investigating, which he has opened the Nigerians' eyes to, and it involves a saving minister and a managing director of a reputable bank. And we're going to look at that in Nigeria. Don't forget that when he assumed office, one of the things he rolled out was the case of, declaration of asset by bankers. And a lot of people were, very angry. Why would you be going to bankers when we have long list of fraudulent politicians who have eaten Nigeria dry? But he still insisted that it must be done. You understand? And now it's unfolding. We're going to look at details of that particular investigation as he has opened up a lot of things for Nigerians to know, and also look at the reactions of Nigerians in this respect. But before we do that, please, if you've not subscribed, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, according to the news, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, is investigating a serving minister over her alleged involvement in the purchase of a property estimated to cost a whopping $37.5 million. Don't forget the minister is a she. Let's go further. It said the house was allegedly sold to the minister by a managing director, MD, of a bank whose identity was not disclosed. Chairman of EFCC, Mr. Abdulrashid Bawa, made the startling revelation on Tuesday during an interview session on channel television monitored by our correspondent in Abuja. According to Bawa, the unnamed bank MD had approached the minister with the offer, which they later eventually agreed to buy after negotiation. To under her seriousness, the senior government official was alleged to have made available the sum of $20 million, which was safely evacuated from her house with the help of a vehicle provided by the bank. The EFCC chairman has therefore expressed worries that the real estate was fast becoming the sector of choice for alleged money laundering in the country by corrupt officials. According to him, he said, "Let me just give an example. We investigated a matter in which a bank manager marketed a property to a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the minister agreed to purchase that property. And then, of course, negotiation took place back and forth. At the end of the day, the minister agreed that, yes, she is interested in buying the property, agreed for $37.5 million. Now, the bank sends a vehicle to her house, and then in the first instance, $20 million was evacuated from the house. The bank succeeded in putting it into their system, and they paid the developer." That was what he said. And it has since shocked down the spines of Nigeria. I don't know why. Anytime, I'm not trying to, talk against women, but most of the time, one of the greatest fraud that we have seen in Nigeria has always been traceable to women. I know men also do some very serious stuff, you understand? So I cannot point at women and forget men. The only thing is that oftentimes those things are swept under the carpet. But shockingly, he did not disclose who the serving minister is, female minister is, and who the bank manager is. These are some of the reasons why Nigerians are always overly uncomfortable with this fight against, corruption, because whenever it is being done, Nigerians are not in the know of this kind of people, because if you bring it to light, it will help Nigerians to know that the current administration is working. But if you continue to hide it, not giving Nigerians full details about it, everybody believes that, hey, you are not doing anything. But then, let's look at some of the reactions of Nigerians. This one say, "Waiting they vex me be the name where them they with hell," which means you are not fighting corruption, rather you are shielding corrupt person. I just said that now. I didn't even know that the first person commenting will make that statement. People are always angry when you come out and give a vague information about these so-called corrupt leaders without going extra mile in giving Nigerians the name. At least whenever cases like this come up, it has been properly investigated, documented. The ideal thing to do is to pick not even one national daily, all the national dailies, send that information to them for them to publish. That will send fear down the spines of other corrupt leaders. But when you carry out your investigation, draw up conclusion, possibly submit a report to the president, and all of those things are put under the carpet and forgotten about, possibly some conditions given to those people, Nigerians will never trust you. Yeah, that's the truth. If you feel that your work, or if you know you are doing so much in the area of fighting corruption, not just the figures, we're not looking at the figures, the faces of those behind this are, because anybody can just come up and begin to, beat up some lies and all of that. Let us see the people and let us see how the transaction went. Even the account number where these transactions were, moving, the house where the money moved from. You understand? Tell Nigerians, this is the house where the money, the $20 million moved from, and this was the bank that it went to. Mention the name of the managing director. Let Nigerians know. That will be a clear indicator. That will show that you know what you're doing and you are not scared of anybody. Yes. Somebody says here, no name means fake news. What's the type? What's the hype without proof of arrest? Exactly. This is what we've been talking about. I think there needs to be, a reconsideration of the way these corrupt leaders have been dealt with. Don't hide their identity. The beauty of the whole thing is Nigerians want to see their faces, want to know what they have done thus far, so that it can, avail that opportunity for Nigerians to praise what you have been doing. You understand? This one says, we appreciate you help in improving our... Okay, this one says, okay, that's different. This one says, are they untouchable, not to be identified? Of course, that's the thing. Everybody here is saying almost the same thing. He said, are they untouchable, not to be identified? But whenever Yahoo boys are arrested, you always publicly parade them. The implication here is that double standard applies. Nigerians are talking. This one said here, government official is the main problem of Nigeria. For one person to carry public fund and use it for his selfish interest. Now why boys vex so? The equation no balance. Now one say all those corrupt people keep money at home now or in the warehouse, so they won't be traced. A lot of corrupt people in the government. This one says, who in heaven's name will rid us of this insane greed? Is it so difficult for public servants to have a good dose of godliness with contentment? If you want sensational money, why not go into business instead of stealing so mindlessly? Brother, it's a question everybody has been asking. Another person says, why must you not mention their names? That is what we are saying. The minister and the MD crime is even worse past Yahoo boys because they stole Nigerian money. And this one here says, and that is the end of the story. You understand? Another person says, what do you expect from those ministers when you're psychophone and you are not accountable to anybody except cabal? Automatically, you are a billionaire. This one says here, they don't want to reveal the people involved because they are VIPs. Before you know it, the case will be swept under the carpet. If it's poor people, they will include their names and the names of their ancestors in the headline. My brother, talk. Take loudspeaker, talk. Yes. If it is the poor people, this one says that even their name and the name of their ancestors will be put on headlines everywhere, on papers. We will see their faces. Now, once a female minister has 20 million US dollars cash in her home. Wow. I think it's her salary waiting for the final news. Oga EFCC. Nigerians want to hear this thing. Don't hide their faces. We want to know what's up. You'll go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you have to say about the news of these particular female minister and